A weatherproof cover plate is necessary for electrical installations in damp locations. Porches, especially those exposed to the elements, are considered damp locations. The purpose of a weatherproof cover plate is to protect the electrical components, such as switches and receptacles, from moisture. This protection is crucial to prevent electrical hazards and ensure the longevity of the electrical system. Standard cover plates, typically used indoors, are not designed to withstand moisture and should never be used in damp or wet locations. Firstly, understanding the definition of a damp location is important. According to the National Electrical Code, a damp location is defined as a location that is subject to moderate degrees of moisture. This includes partially protected locations under canopies, marquees, roofed open porches, and similar locations. The key characteristic of a damp location is that it is sheltered from direct exposure to rain but can still experience moisture due to humidity and condensation. Secondly, selecting the appropriate weatherproof cover plate is essential. Weatherproof cover plates are specifically designed to create a seal against moisture. These cover plates typically have a gasket or other sealing mechanism that prevents water from entering the electrical box. They are made from materials that are resistant to corrosion and degradation from moisture, such as stainless steel, non-metallic materials, or powder-coated metal. Thirdly, installation of the weatherproof cover plate must be done correctly to ensure proper protection. The cover plate should be installed tightly against the mounting surface to create a complete seal. Any gaps or openings can allow moisture to enter, compromising the protection provided by the cover plate. It is also important to use the correct screws or fasteners to secure the cover plate. These fasteners should also be corrosion resistant to prevent them from rusting or deteriorating over time. Fourthly, the type of device installed behind the cover plate also matters. While the cover plate provides protection from moisture, the device itself should also be suitable for use in a damp location. For example, switches and receptacles that are rated for damp locations have internal seals and construction features that make them more resistant to moisture. Combining a weatherproof cover plate with a damp-rated device provides the best protection against moisture-related electrical hazards. Fifthly, regular inspection and maintenance of weatherproof cover plates are necessary to ensure their continued effectiveness. Over time, the gaskets or sealing mechanisms on the cover plates can deteriorate due to exposure to sunlight, temperature changes, and other environmental factors. Inspecting the cover plates regularly for cracks, gaps, or other signs of damage is important. If any damage is found, the cover plate should be replaced immediately to maintain the protection against moisture. Sixthly, specific requirements for weatherproof cover plates are outlined in the National Electrical Code, specifically in Article 406.9. This section addresses the requirements for receptacles in damp or wet locations. It mandates the use of weatherproof enclosures for receptacles installed in these locations. While the specific requirements may vary depending on the application and local codes, the general principle is to provide adequate protection against moisture to prevent electrical hazards. Seventhly, consider the impact of using an inappropriate cover plate. Using a standard cover plate in a damp location can lead to several problems. Moisture can enter the electrical box, causing corrosion of the wiring and electrical components. This can lead to short circuits, ground faults, and other electrical hazards. In addition, moisture can damage the switches or receptacles, causing them to fail prematurely. In some cases, moisture can even create a path for electricity to flow to exposed metal parts, posing a risk of electric shock. Eighthly, the selection of the right weatherproof cover plate involves several considerations. Consider the size and shape of the electrical box. Cover plates are available in various sizes and shapes to match different types of electrical boxes. Make sure to select a cover plate that is compatible with the box being used. Also, consider the number of devices that need to be covered. Cover plates are available for single devices, multiple devices, and combination devices. Choose a cover plate that can accommodate all the devices that need to be protected. Ninthly, consider the material of the cover plate. Weatherproof cover plates are typically made from stainless steel, non-metallic materials, or powder-coated metal. Stainless steel is a durable and corrosion-resistant material that is suitable for harsh environments. Non-metallic materials, such as plastic or fiberglass, are also corrosion-resistant and can be a good choice for damp locations. Powder-coated metal provides a protective coating that helps to prevent corrosion. Choose a material that is appropriate for the specific environment and application. 10thly, consider the style and appearance of the cover plate. While protection from moisture is the primary concern, the appearance of the cover plate is also important. Cover plates are available in a variety of styles and finishes to match the decor of the surrounding area. Choose a cover plate that is both functional and aesthetically pleasing. Consider the color, shape, and texture of the cover plate to ensure that it complements the overall design of the space. In addition to these considerations, it is always a good idea to consult with a qualified electrician or electrical inspector to ensure that the correct type of cover plate is being used and that it is installed properly. Local codes and regulations may have specific requirements for electrical installations in damp locations, and a qualified professional can help to ensure that these requirements are met. The National Electrical Code provides detailed guidelines for electrical installations in various environments, including damp locations. It is important to be familiar with these guidelines and to follow them carefully to ensure the safety and reliability of the electrical system. Article 406.9 of the National Electrical Code specifically addresses the requirements for receptacles in damp or wet locations. This section mandates the use of weatherproof enclosures for receptacles installed in these locations. The purpose of this requirement is to prevent moisture from entering the receptacle and causing electrical hazards. The weatherproof enclosure must be designed to protect the receptacle from rain, snow, and other forms of moisture. It must also be made from materials that are resistant to corrosion and degradation from moisture. The National Electrical Code also specifies the types of receptacles that are permitted in damp or wet locations. Ground fault circuit interrupter receptacles are required in many damp and wet locations to provide additional protection against electric shock. These receptacles are designed to detect small imbalances in the electrical current and to quickly shut off the power to prevent a shock. In addition to these requirements, local codes and regulations may have additional requirements for electrical installations in damp locations. It is important to check with the local authorities to ensure that all applicable codes and regulations are being followed. Proper installation of weatherproof cover plates and other electrical components is essential for ensuring the safety and reliability of electrical systems in damp locations. Following the guidelines outlined in the National Electrical Code and consulting with qualified professionals can help to prevent electrical hazards and ensure that the electrical system is functioning properly. The selection and installation of weatherproof cover plates in damp locations require careful consideration of several factors, including the definition of a damp location, the type of cover plate, the installation method, the type of device being protected, and the applicable codes and regulations. By following these guidelines and consulting with qualified professionals, it is possible to ensure that electrical systems in damp locations are safe and reliable. Remember to always energize the circuit before working on any electrical components. This is essential for preventing electric shock and ensuring your safety. Use appropriate personal protective equipment, such as gloves and eye protection, when working on electrical systems. This will help to protect you from electrical hazards. If you are not comfortable working on electrical systems, it is best to hire a qualified electrician to do the work. Electrical work can be dangerous, and it is important to have the necessary skills and knowledge to do the work safely. Regular maintenance and inspection of electrical systems are essential for preventing electrical hazards. Check for any signs of damage or deterioration, such as cracks, gaps, or corrosion. If any problems are found, they should be addressed immediately to prevent further damage or hazards. Weatherproof cover plates are a critical component of electrical safety in damp locations. By selecting the right type of cover plate, installing it properly, and maintaining it regularly, it is possible to protect electrical components from moisture and prevent electrical hazards. Always follow the guidelines outlined in the National Electrical Code and consult with qualified professionals to ensure that electrical systems are safe and reliable. Electrical safety is a shared responsibility. By being aware of the hazards and taking the necessary precautions, everyone can help to prevent electrical accidents and injuries. Remember to always follow the principles of electrical safety and to consult with qualified professionals when necessary. This will help to ensure that electrical systems are safe and reliable and that everyone is protected from electrical hazards. The use of weatherproof cover plates is not limited to porches. They are also commonly used in other damp locations such as bathrooms, kitchens, and laundry rooms. In these locations, moisture can be present due to humidity, condensation, and splashing water. Weatherproof cover plates are essential for protecting electrical components in these areas and preventing electrical hazards. In bathrooms, for example, receptacles near sinks and showers are required to be ground fault circuit interrupter protected and to have weatherproof covers. This is to prevent electric shock in case of accidental contact with water. In kitchens, receptacles near sinks and countertops are also required to be ground fault circuit interrupter protected and to have weatherproof covers. This is to protect against electric shock from splashing water or spills. In laundry rooms, receptacles near washing machines and dryers are also required to be ground fault circuit interrupter protected and to have weatherproof covers. This is to protect against electric shock from moisture or spills. Weatherproof cover plates are available in a variety of styles and sizes to fit different types of receptacles and switches. They can be made from plastic, metal, or a combination of materials. The choice of material depends on the location and the level of protection required. Plastic cover plates are typically less expensive and are suitable for most indoor damp locations. Metal cover plates are more durable and are suitable for outdoor damp locations or areas where there is a higher risk of physical damage. When selecting a weatherproof cover plate, it is important to consider the specific requirements of the location and the type of device being protected. The cover plate should be properly sized to fit the receptacle or switch and should provide a tight seal to prevent moisture from entering. The cover plate should also be made from a material that is resistant to corrosion and degradation from moisture. Installation of weatherproof cover plates is relatively simple and can be done by a qualified electrician or a homeowner with basic electrical skills. The first step is to turn off the power to the circuit at the circuit breaker. Then remove the existing cover plate and install the weatherproof cover plate according to the manufacturer's instructions. Make sure to tighten the screw securely to ensure a tight seal. After the cover plate is installed, turn the power back on at the circuit breaker and test the receptacle or switch to make sure it is working properly. Regular inspection of weatherproof cover plates is important to ensure that they are providing adequate protection. Check for any signs of damage or deterioration, such as cracks, gaps, or corrosion. If any problems are found, the cover plate should be replaced immediately. Weatherproof cover plates are an essential component of electrical safety in damp locations. By using weatherproof cover plates, it is possible to protect electrical components from moisture and prevent electrical hazards. Always follow the guidelines outlined in the National Electrical Code and consult with qualified professionals to ensure that electrical systems are safe and reliable.